This is Chris McDaniels. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE NXT Heatwave 2024 reviews. So here we go discussing about Heatwave for tonight. Now they are live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada tonight for Heatwave. And yeah, we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was the NXT North American Champion Obafemi versus Wesley one-on-one for the NXT North American Championship. So yeah, we get to this match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. Great match to kick off the show. Now, they came up near falls a lot of times in this match. Majority of this match, Obafemi was dominating, obviously. But then we see Wesley coming back into this match a little bit, little by little and stuff, try to do everything they could do to try to pick up the win and everything in this. Like, at one point, we actually see Obafemi threw Wesley up, and he tries to hit that sit-out pop-up powerbomb onto Wesley. Well, then Lee actually reverses it into like a hurricanrana into a pin, pinning Obafemi for the 1-2. Femi barely kicking out at 2. So yeah, Oba kept on fighting in this match. Well, then, going on to this match a little bit more. They're both up there on the top turnbuckle at one point. Obafemi was trying to hit like a power bomb off of there, but Wesley kind of like reverses it in the way, getting on his feet and all that stuff. And then after that, we see Wesley actually hit the cardiac kick onto Obafemi. He pins him. 1-2. Oba barely kicks out at 2. So yeah, it was just going back and forth. There was one moment where Wesley actually jumped off the top rope, and he got caught with a European uppercut by Oba, and Oba pinned him for that, and he kicked out at 2 for that as well. So yeah, it was just going back and forth and everything. But then they end up outside of the ring. Obafemi's going after the back, and then at one point he hits the shoulder breaker onto Wesley outside of the ring as well. Throws him back in. Wesley kept on trying to fight back, try to hit the cardiac kick onto Obafemi, but Obafemi catches him, and then he tosses him across the ring, and then after that he picks him up, and then he hits him with that pop-up sit-out powerbomb onto Wesley, and then he pins him for the 1-2-3. So yeah, Obafemi defeated Wesley tonight to retain his NXT North American Championship. That's what happened. Great match. For that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a good match to kick off the show. But yeah, there's still more matches to come later on tonight. A fatal 4-way match for the NXT Championship later on tonight in the main event, and much more. But next, we're going to be seeing Kelani Jordan defending her NXT Women's North American Championship up against Sol Ruca up next. So yeah, that match is up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing to happen on NXT Heatwave, we get to the next match of the night. It was the NXT Women's North America Champion Kelani Jordan versus Sol Ruca one-on-one for the NXT Women's North America Championship. So yeah, we get to this match. In this match, it was a really damn good match. Both of these women showing what all they can do in this match right here, and it was just really good stuff. It was going back and forth and everything, high flying, fast paced, all that stuff. Like, there was a bunch of cool spots in this match. Like, at one moment, we actually see like Kelani Jordan like by the ropes or whatever, and then Sol Ruca was on the ring apron. She springboarded off the top rope into like a 450 clothesline onto Kelani Jordan, which was pretty cool, And yeah, both of them was going at it outside the ring. Like, we see Kelani Jordan springboard off the second rope with a moonsault onto Sol Ruca outside the ring. Sol Ruca does the same thing off the turnbuckles onto Kelani Jordan outside the ring as well with the moonsault. Both of them barely made it back into the ring by the count of... They made it back into the ring by the count of 9, almost getting counted out. And then both of them were just going back and forth and everything. Kelani Jordan knocks down Sol Ruca, and then she tries to hit a 450 splash onto Sol Ruca, but then Sol Ruca puts her knees up, so Kelani Jordan lands on her knees at one point. Both of them rolling up each other for pins and all that stuff. Sol Ruca try to hit the Soul Snatcher at one point, and Kelani Jordan reverses that, doing like a jackknife cover onto her. Sol Ruca barely kicked out at 2 at that moment. And then we see Kelani Jordan try to hit like a Poison Rana onto Sol Ruca, because she hit one earlier in the match. So she tries to do a second one, but Sol Ruca holds on to her, and then hits like that reverse Alabama slam onto Kehlani Jordan face first into the top turnbuckle, but then she still got Kehlani Jordan up on her shoulders like the electric chair. Well, then Sol Ruca decides to climb up the second turnbuckle, and then we see Kehlani Jordan hitting a Poison Rana onto Sol Ruca off the second turnbuckle. So yeah, avalanche Poison Rana onto Sol Ruca, pretty much going back to the old days of I think it was Bayley and Sasha Banks. So yeah, that was pretty cool right there. And then after Kehlani Jordan does that to Sol Ruca, she actually hits a split-legged moonsault onto Sol Ruca and then pins her for the 3 count. So yeah, Kehlani Jordan defeated Sol Ruca tonight in a one-on-one match, and she has retained the NXT Women's North American Championship. That's what happened. Great match. For that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it great match between Sol Ruca and Kehlani Jordan. If you have yet, go check it out for sure. But yeah, still more matches to come. Trick Williams defending the NXT Championship in a Fatal 4-Way match later on tonight, and much more. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on NXT Heatwave. I'll see you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing to happen on NXT Heatwave, we get to the next match of the night. We get to the NXT Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazer and Axiom versus Andre Chase and Duke Hudson with Riley Osborne and Thea Hale Chase you at ringside. So yeah, this is the tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. So yeah, we get to this match. In this match, it was a damn good one. Like, these two teams beating the hell out of each other during this match a lot of times. Duke Hudson was just insane in this match. At one point, he actually does something, well, I think it was Nathan Frazer that was sitting up on the top turnbuckle at one point. And since they are in Canada tonight, we see Duke Hudson do like a little bit of Stratisfaction pretty much, when he pretty much goes over there and Hurricane Rana's Nathan Frazer off the turnbuckle. So yeah, that was pretty cool right there. But yeah, Duke Hudson was going insane in this match, hitting some German suplexes and all that stuff during this. But then, like I said a few times, it was going back and forth and everything. Both teams coming up near falls. At one point, we actually see Axiom up on the top turnbuckle with Duke Hudson. He actually hits a Spanish fly off the top turnbuckle, and then that's when Nathan Frazer's up there on the other side of the top turnbuckle, and he jumps off with the Phoenix Splash onto Duke Hudson. He pins him 1, 2. Andre Chase breaks at the pin at the count of 2 by stepping onto Nathan Frazer and actually jumping off of him into a Canadian Destroyer onto Axiom, taking him out. So yeah, that was pretty cool right there. Well, then Axiom was a legal man at one point, and then we see Axiom holding on to Andre Chase, and then Nathan Frazer tries to hit a super kick onto Chase, but Chase moved out of the way. Axiom got hit with a super kick instead. Duke Hudson comes in there, knocking Nathan Frazer out of the ring, and then that's why Andre Chase rolls up Axiom. He pins him 1, 2. Axiom barely kicked out at 2. Chase, you thought that they pretty much had the NXT Tag Team titles won right there. But yeah, both of these teams going back and forth and everything. And then we see Nathan Frazer tagged in. He's going at it with Andre Chase up on the top turnbuckle, and then he superplexes Andre Chase off the top turnbuckle, rolls through, picks him right up, and then when he picks him up, Axiom's right there. He super kicks Andre Chase, and then that's when we see a suplex or a brainbuster pretty much from Nathan Frazer onto Andre Chase, taking him out. Well, then we see Frazer running and jumping over the top rope with a front flip senton onto Duke Hudson, taking him out. Axiom goes to the corner, waits for Andre Chase to get back up. He got back up to his feet, and then Axiom hits the golden ratio onto Andre Chase, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Nathan Frazer and Axiom defeated Chase U tonight in a tag team match, and they have retained the NXT Tag Team Championships. That's what happened. Great match, though. I'll give that match 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a great match between these two tag teams right here. Good stuff. But yeah, then after that, we actually see Wesley backstage getting interviewed. He's frustrated and all that stuff. And he says, like, what is it for? He's been traveling all around the world, and he's been losing and all that stuff. And that's what he's been talking about. But he says that he'll get his head straight and get to NXT on Tuesday. So yeah, that's what Wesley says. But up next, it looks like we're going to be seeing Roxanne Perez defending the NXT Women's Championship up against Lola Vice up next on NXT Heatwave. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing to happen on NXT Heatwave, we get to the next match of the night. It was the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice one-on-one for the NXT Women's Championship. So yeah, we get to this match. And this match, it was a good one for the most part. Both of these women beating the hell out of each other during this match. Roxanne was going after the left arm of Lola Vice because she accidentally injured it during the match, because at one point she was trying to hit a back fist onto Roxanne outside the ring. Roxanne ducks it, and then that's when Lola Vice accidentally hits the ring post. So yeah, Roxanne starts going after that injured arm, majority of the time suplexing her onto it and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Roxanne was doing a lot of times in this match. Well, then they get back into the ring and going back and forth at one point. And then at one point we actually see Lola Vice finally hit the back fist onto Roxanne, but Roxanne falls out of the ring underneath the bottom rope. And then Lola Vice gets out, grabs Roxanne, throws her back in. She pins her. 1, 2. Roxanne puts her foot on the bottom rope. So yeah, she got rope break. So referee has to stop the count. And then Lola Vice picks up Roxanne, tries to hit another back fist onto her, but Roxanne reverses it, hitting that arm, going after that injured arm, and then she finally hits Pop Rocks onto Lola Vice. She pins her. 1, 2. Vice barely kicks out at 2. Well, then Roxanne had enough of this, throws her outside of the ring, starts tearing apart the announce table, lays her up there, picks her up on there, and then she hits another Pop Rocks onto Lola Vice on the announce table. The table never broke, but she hit it onto her on the table. She gets up and grabs her and throws her back into the ring. She gets back into the ring. She pins her. 1, 2. Lola Vice kicks out at 2 again. Roxanne cannot believe it. She locks on the crossface, trying to make her tap out or pass out or something, because she's going after that left arm. And then Lola Vice was close to the ropes, and then Roxanne kicks off of it, grabs her, and then lifts her back up, hits a third Pop Rocks onto her inside the ring, and then picks her up, going so fast, and then she tries to hit like a fourth one, which it kind of like botched because he was going pretty fast with it, and then picks her back up, and then finally hits another Pop Rocks onto her, and then she pins her for the 3 count. So yeah, Roxanne Perez defeated Lola Vice tonight in a one-on-one match to retain her NXT Women's Championship. That's what happened. It was a good match, but yeah, for that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good one. But yeah, still more matches to come later on tonight. We got the Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Championship in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on NXT Heatwave. See you guys later. Till then. So the next thing to happen on NXT Heatwave, we get to the main event. It was the NXT Champion Trick Williams versus Javon Evans versus All Ego Ethan Page versus Shawn Spears in a Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Championship. So yeah, this is the main event for NXT Heatwave. So yeah, we get to this match. And this match, it was a pretty damn good one. All 4 of these guys going at it and stuff. At the beginning of this match, Ethan Page actually gets out of the ring because he's like, screw this, y'all 3 can fight, I'm not going to fight. And then Javon Evans just hit a suicide dive onto him. So yeah, then we get the match going. It was going pretty fast and everything. Everybody was doing everything that they could do. At one point, Shawn Spears brings in that steel chair and starts hitting everybody in the back. At one point, Javon Evans springboard off the second rope, and he gets hit in the back hard as hell with that steel chair. And then Shawn Spears places the steel chair in the corner in the turnbuckles, and then he picks up Javon Evans up on his shoulders, about to hit that C4 onto him in the corner with the steel chair there, and Trick Williams actually pulls Evans off of his shoulders, and then we see Shawn Spears pick up Trick Williams, and then he actually hits a C4 onto Trick Williams onto that steel chair in the corner. He pins him. 1, 2. Trick barely kicks out at 2. Now Trick kind of had like a look in his eyes like he's going to turn heel eventually, so yeah, that would possibly be happening. And what happened at the ending of this match, it can damn sure possibly happen now. So yeah, everybody's going at it. We see at the ending of this match, we see Ethan Page lift up Javon Evans, about to hit the Ego's Edge onto him. And then we see Shawn Spears on the ring apron. He pulls Evans off of Ethan Page's shoulders pretty much. And after he does that, Trick Williams comes up trying to hit the trick knee onto Ethan Page. Ethan Page moves out of the way, so he accidentally hits it onto Javon Evans, which Evans pretty much like bumps into Shawn Spears, knocking him off the apron as well. So Evans falls down to the mat, and then Trick Williams hits a trick knee to the face onto Ethan Page, and Ethan Page collapses onto Javon Evans. Well, after he collapses onto Javon Evans, Shawn Spears sweeps up Trick Williams, trying to pull him outside the ring, and while he's doing that, Ethan Page is literally on top of Javon Evans, and he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So, yeah. Ethan Page defeated Trick Williams, Shawn Spears, and Javon Evans tonight in a Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Championship. That's what happened. Great match. Yeah, Ethan Page is the new NXT Champion. So, yeah, for that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a great main event. For match of the night, I'd probably say it was that tag team match from earlier. That match was really good. But yeah, the matches tonight, it was pretty good stuff for NXT Heatwave. I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good show. So yeah, that's why I'll give tonight's show. But yeah, that has been my NXT Heatwave 2024 reviews. Like, subscribe to CW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. Yeah, I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later. Until then.